Hey everyone, time for a new video. As you can clearly see via the picture on your screen, the new Xbox is the discussion. So let's just break this down. They revealed it via, well, on the Spike TV and the Xbox 360 and such. I watched it this morning. Just I know underwhelming is a good word to use, but just disappointing, really. I mean, you dropped the ball, Xbox. You really did. So I wrote down a few little pointers I think we should just quickly go over here. Overall, I said it was a terrible conference. Isn't backwards compatible with Xbox 360 games, and it cannot play used games. Why? I know why. It's because of that whole piracy thing. Whatever. I think personally it's a big mistake, especially people who wanted to trade in their current 360 towards the Xbox, the new Xbox. Oh, I should have probably said it right at the beginning. The official name, Xbox One? Really? Really? One? Where did that come from? So yeah, no 360 games. If you people wanted to trade in their 360, but they'd still play their 360 games on it. Sorry, that ain't happening. You can't play used games, so you can't buy a game, bring it to your friends to play on his Xbox One. As you can see there in the picture, the controller there has been slightly modified, and the battery pack apparently is built into the controller now, so I'm guessing it's rechargeable, obviously. Moving on, it's actually not necessarily an always online system, but apparently after the conference I heard via an interview with Wired or whatever, that it must be online to do an update for the initial time you buy a game. So the first time you get a game, it must be online to install it to cloud. And that's another thing, is they talked about cloud being used for the system. I don't like cloud. I haven't supported it. Never will. So stupid. Some of its specs were revealed, like the 8 gigabytes of RAM, so forth, so on. There's a few parts of it that's basically better than the Wii U, for example, but it's nothing like, holy crap, that destroys the Wii U. It's like, oh yeah, that's a bit better, whatever. The rest of it's pretty much like, oh, that's basically the same as the Wii U, whatever. Which I think, if, this is a little bit off topic, but if Grand Theft Auto 5 is on the Xbox One, seeing as it's basically only a little more powerful than the Wii U, barely noticeable, there's really, unless it just comes down to choice of Rockstar, but there's no reason why GTA 5 won't be on the Wii U. I still think it'll be be revealed to be on the Wii U once it gets revealed for PC, but that's off topic. The 8 gigabytes of RAM, I removed one guy off my Xbox friends list because, well, I don't know what happened to him. He got brain dead or something and went full Xbox fanboy. I don't even know how Xbox fanboys can defend this atrocity, the Xbox One. He even has a Wii U, but he's just pissed off because he can't figure out how to get it connected to the online. Some British shenanigans with British internet or routers or something, I don't know. Anyway, he was just like, oh, it has 8 gigabytes of RAM, it destroys the Wii U. Oh, really? Really? 4 gigabytes of that RAM is going to be specifically for Connect 2.0, which, once again, I've been right this whole damn time. Connect 2.0 built into the thing. Whoop-de-fucking-do. I don't understand why they did this. Connect 1.0 failed. What makes people think, or what makes Microsoft think people want Connect 2.0? The system has 3 operating systems. What the fuck? Why? Why? One is for Xbox Live itself, I think. One was for the system itself, and one was for Connect 2.0. Why? Just seems like I brought that over. I told a few friends of mine who work over at a source, like, Radio Shack, and they're tech heads or whatever, and I told them that, and they were just like, what the hell, that's just terrible programming on their part. That doesn't make any sense. I totally agree. I don't understand the purpose of it, but whatever. Then they went on to say there will be 15 exclusives on the Xbox One at launch. Obviously, the Forza whatever 5 is going to be one of them. They said 7 or no, was it 8 of the 15 are going to be new IPs. So 7 of them we have already known. It's probably going to be like a Gears of War type thing, whatever. I'm pretty sure most of... Freaking screen going dark on me. I'm pretty sure most of the games, I really wouldn't be surprised if all these exclusives were all Kinect 2.0 games. I'm not going to say they're all going to be shit like, Kinectimals was, but I don't think they're going to be anything really special. And if they're not Kinect 2.0 games, 7 out of 8 of them are going to be generic first-person shooter crap. Now let's get onto the system itself, like the way it looks and everything. First thing that came to mind was it looked like a DVD player. And as I read some other comments, people said it looks like an old school VHS player. And it kind of does. It kind of does. It's just a big, thick, clunky box. I've even seen people say it looks like a DVR box. So, it's pretty obvious eventually, like probably a year after it comes out, there's going to be a stupid slim version that everyone's going to fall for. Or not everyone, but some people. I think it's stupid. It's a freaking big, clunky box. That thing actually kind of looks like it weighs a good chunk of weight to it, like, I don't know, 30 pounds, 40 pounds, whatever. So during their thing, they had EA come out on stage. EA. Facepalm, 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 until my face is permanently in the shape of my frickin' palm. They made it seem like they were so excited. They announced that they have a new partnership with Microsoft. Why does Microsoft not have any standards? They go and hire a company and become a partner with a company that wins worst company in North America, not for 1 year, but 2 years back to back, and are going for a third this year. Really, Microsoft? That's just sad. So they show off EA Sports crap. You want your football, you got it. You want your basketball, you got it. You want your soccer, you got it. You want your hockey, you got it. Blah, 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 blah. I was just like, who cares? EA is shit, and they have been for a while, and for the foreseeable future, they will remain shit. It's that simple. Yeah, they talk about Skype. Oh yeah, and EA mentioned the new engine, Ignite or whatever. Who cares, whatever. Call of Duty Ghosts was shown at the end of the thing. It's COD. Yeah, I know they say, oh, it's a new engine, blah, blah, blah. It wasn't impressive to me. It's COD. For me, and pretty much for every person I know, we don't give a shit. It's just that simple. They showed off waving your hands around and talking to the Xbox One, saying like Xbox change channel, excuse me there, as well as they showed a weird thing where you can grab the air, close your hands closer together to bring you back to the dashboard, whatever. Freaking stupid as hell, whatever. It's kind of funny. They're ignoring why buttons were created. Buttons were specifically created to do things. And they think really that doing these voice commands and stuff is going to be any more efficient or better than just clicking a button. All this is going to do is make more people lazy and more people get fatter. What's next? You're going to say, Xbox, change the disc for me. Put in a new game. Well, I guess if you download it all digital, that would be highly possible. But buttons were created to be pushed. That's simple. So yeah, this, as I said before, Skype, whatever, I don't use Skype. I miss MSN, honestly. Fucking Microsoft changing Hotmail to Outlook, changing MSN to Skype, bullshit, I don't want that shit. I already mentioned Kinect 2.0, so yeah, like I said before, I was right again this whole damn time that it would be there. Even since last E3, I said there would be a Kinect 2.0 built into the system. Once again, I was right. But it was pretty common knowledge. If you doubted me, well, I guess you just don't have common sense. Overall, I said it's not even, it feels like Microsoft it thinks it's not even a video game console. It can play games, but it's more of a multimedia system for multitasking than anything else. They say it will like revolutionize or change up this generation, but all it's doing is revolutionizing your TV. A TV was invented for one thing: you sit your ass in front of it and you watch it. That's all there is to it. Yeah, they showed off multitasking, things like playing a game. I forget what it was they were showing. Or no, it was a cutscene, or not a cutscene, but a movie clip, a trailer from Star Trek or whatever. And you could also have, like, on the other side, like, you split your screen in half. Half the screen is your game, half the screen is Internet Explorer. It'd be interesting to see if they actually improve Internet Explorer, like if they can make it as good as the Wii U's, what do you call it? Wii U's internet browser. But more than likely, it'll stay the same as the 360s with slight improvements. Maybe they'll add an upgraded flash or something to it. I don't know, whatever. The only good thing, and it's not even that big of a thing, was that they had these, was it CEO or president or something of 343 Industries, even though I hate 343 because I think they've crippled Halo, just my opinion, and a few of my other friends. Regardless, that's off topic. Revealed that there will be a Halo TV series on the Xbox One. Made by Spielberg, which is... that's pretty good, actually. It's pretty exciting. It'll be interesting to see if it like follows the forward onto Dawn. I think that it should do an ODST thing, an ODST type of thing, following Buck, Dare, Romeo, all those other guys. You know, the Rookie. I think that'd be pretty cool. Because we never did find out what happened at the end of the game to them. They just kind of disappeared with the engineer, and they were never seen from again. Besides that, that was basically it. If I'm missing something, feel free to put in the comments. Those are the main things I put down. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to be getting an Xbox One on day one. And a lot of people complain about the Wii U's name being confusing and everything back when it came out. This is also just as confusing. Someone's going to go to a store, some kid will be like, oh, I want my, I'd like an Xbox One, please, and Call of Duty Ghosts. And then the guy is going to be like, oh, I'm sorry, we don't sell that anymore. That's like 10 years old. Or what happens if you go and pre-order a game? You're like, yeah, I want to pre-order Gears of War 4 or whatever the fuck it's going to be called. The guy's going to, or he'll be like, what system? Or actually, maybe that's a bad example. It needs to be a multi-plat. I don't know, Watch Dogs. And he'll be like, okay, what system? And you'll be like, Xbox One, please. And then he'll be like, oh, what? You want to pre-order a game that came out 10 years ago? Wait a minute, no, it didn't. And then he'll get all confused and whatever. That's beside the point. It's just stupid of a name, in my opinion. I think eventually people will get used to it, but reluctantly. I think, honestly... Oh yeah, and there's a news story, an ex-former developer from GTA, the GTA games. He believes that after the 8th generation, so Wii U, PS4, and Xbox One, there will only be 2 consoles left. Meaning one of the 3 companies, bye-bye. After this conference, I'm heavily leaning towards Microsoft. After this failure, I don't think they're going to be around, but I think it's not because of bankruptcy, because they have more money than Nintendo and Sony combined. They are going to leave on their own decision. It's their own choice. They're going to be like, well, I guess we've done all we can. Goodbye, gaming. We're going back to our PC and tablets. But that said, Sony, everyone, well, not everyone, because apparently they're still idiots, but anyone who does the research knows Sony's financial situation is complete shit. Yes, they trimmed a bit of fat. Yes, they managed to savor themselves slightly, but they're still bleeding. Bleeding money, that is. Anyway, so it could be Microsoft, it could be Sony. Nintendo's got it locked down. They're good for another, till 2075. But that's a bit off topic. Maybe a different video I'll do. Who knows? Yeah, I was going to say, I will not be getting the Xbox One on launch day. I have no interest whatsoever. They would have to say at E3 in like 2 weeks or whatever that there's Halo 5 excuse me, coming out at launch, or like an ODST 2 or something like that, like a Halo game at launch for me to even remotely consider it. It's going to probably be like $500 on the cheap side, $600 on the realistic side, whatever. But yeah, A few years down the line, I'll pick it up just so I can play Halo 5 and 6, even though it's probably going to be even more towards Call of Duty after 343 cripples it even more, if that's possible. I mean, the campaign will probably be phenomenal, but that's pretty much the only reason why I'd get it. Other than that, I really don't care. The 8th generation is strictly going to be Wii U and PC for dominance. It's just that way. Can't even really include the PC because it's its own thing. It's not really it doesn't really go by. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. It doesn't really go by generation, but console-wise, it's going to be Wii U in first place. PS4, even though I hate Sony, PS4 is going to destroy the Xbox One, and Xbox One will pick up the rear, and just, I really don't see it doing very well. Yeah. Anything else I have to say? Oh, I'm getting tired of the screen going dark on me like that. On my OBA Games channel, I was going to put in a little news here where I just I finished uploading me fighting up to the Ender Dragon. I fought the Ender Dragon. You should check that out. It was 54 episodes in, pretty good. Hadn't died a single time while playing on hard difficulty. Last Friday I uploaded my first episode of Super Mario Bros. 2 for my retro gaming, which is every Friday I'm going to upload one episode of, or the next episode of me playing a retro game. We'll go through Super Mario Bros. 2 first, and then I don't know if I'll do Super Metroid or Super Mario World next. We'll see what happens, but that's still quite a ways away before we get to that. And starting tomorrow, I'm going to be uploading, I'll be taking a break from Minecraft for a little bit, but I will be uploading Super Mario Bros. U, since I had to go through the full game again, since I lost all the data when I got my Wii U back. I'm going to do, each world will be one episode, so that will be a longer thing. It's like 40 minutes is episode 1, which is world 1. Second episode, which is what I've recorded up to, is world 2, which is like almost an hour. It's pretty entertaining. I do kind of terrible. I have a few saving moments, but I thought it was pretty entertaining. Anyway, that's not the topic of this video, but keep an eye out for that. New Super Mario Bros. U coming tomorrow, which is Wednesday, and New Super Mario Bros. 2, Episode 2, will be coming Friday. Stay tuned, you guys. Original Blood Ace, once again, with an OBA info video. Stay tuned. More videos always coming up soon. You guys are awesome. Thanks.